Hey guys, guess what? Yes, that's right, it is May 1st, the first of the month, so wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time for another one of my top 5 gold farming guide videos for the upcoming month. Let's start things off with number 5. At number 5, I'm putting Zul'Farrak, the normal mode dungeon for transmog items. Now, this is one of the best transmog farms in the game. Personally, I usually have pretty bad luck with it, so I really haven't gotten any of the good items myself, but it is widely regarded as one of the top transmog farms in the game. And if you need a guide for it, I've got one up on the channel. It will be linked in the usual places, a pinned comment in the description, and it should appear in the top right of the screen as well. This dungeon is on the continent of Kalimdor in Teneris. It is a classic level, unless they changed it, I don't remember. But it's a low-level dungeon, so you can do it fairly easily, and it's a fantastic transmog farm. Transmog is not for everyone. If you don't have the patience or the temperament for it, you're going to want to skip transmog. But for those of you that are already well into your gold-making careers, transmog is a great way to make a ton of gold over time. And next up at number 4, I'm putting in the Tiller's farm. And this is a literal farm for you to farm. And in this farm, we can farm a bunch of Pandaria materials, and we can either sell those materials or we can use them to craft transmog. Another item you can craft with the materials from this is the Sky Golem. So there's a ton of options other than just farming the materials, which always sell very well. Next up at number 3, I've got the Skedis farm. We're farming for Shadow, Dust, and Time Lost scrolls in this farm. There are also very occasionally a transmog item that you can farm from there, and also the toy, but I farm for the dust and the scrolls. You can use a macro to make this easier, and before the 9.2.7 auction house change, I was making generally over 100,000 gold per hour with this farm. Now it's not so much, but it's still good. And coming in at number 2 for this month is the Children's Week in-game holiday. You guys know that I love holidays for gold making, and Children's Week is a really easy one to make gold off of. You're not going to make a ton of gold, but it's very easy. It's low effort for decent reward, so that makes it worth it in my opinion. And this month we've got Children's Week from May 1st until May 8th. Before we get to number 1, it's time for the joke of the day. The other day, I told a joke during a Zoom meeting and no one laughed. It turns out I'm not remotely funny. Now that that's out of the way, let's get to the number 1 spot. I'm coming for that number 1 spot. And coming in for the number 1 spot, I've got the Silithus Hyperspawn farm that takes place at the Twilight Base Camp. Now, I do this one solo because I'm mostly a solo player, but if you can get a group farm for it, you're going to make even more gold. As you can see, I use a macro for this farm to make it even easier. And just go around popping these guys with a Moonfire and looting. You can also get these Twilight Texts that you can either sell on the auction house for a little bit of gold, or you can turn them in for different patterns that you can either use to craft, or you can sell those patterns. If you don't know how to do that, I've got a guide up on the channel for that as well. This is another farm that you can make, or you used to be able to make like 100,000 gold per hour from. I don't know what it is right now. I will probably test that for you guys pretty soon in the upcoming weeks and let you know in a video. And there you have it. That's my list for this month. We've got the Silithus Solo Hyperspawn, number 2 Children's Week, number 3 Skedis Farm, number 4 Tiller's Farm. Yes, I did put the double farm in there on purpose. And then finally at number 5, the Zul'Farrak Dungeon for Transmog. As always, let me know in the comments section what you guys think of the list, what you're running this month. As long as we keep it respectful, I am more than happy to have any disagreements. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.